Hey, so everyone, you remember that open world survival game? DayZ, you're probably thinking? No, the other one. Miscreated. Nope, the other one again. 7 Days to Die. No, that it's Nether. Nether. There's so many open world survival games now, but Nether is one we're talking about, as the title says. Nether was this weird open world game that wasn't well, most other ones were focused on zombies. Nether had just these weird monsters. I don't know what they were called. I don't know what the lore behind them is, but they weren't zombies. They were really unique kind of monsters, and there were many different of them, many different ones of them, and they all had like different abilities, and they would each attack in different ways. But yeah, this Nether came out in I believe 2013, and it had a lot of hype around it. If I remember correctly, I think a lot of big YouTubers back then played it. At least I remember them playing it. So yeah, and then the game kind of died, but now it's being saved by Atari. Atari either owned the rights or now owns the rights, but if you read this thread, and this thread will be linked down below, basically the IP was up for sale, and now they're Atari put new devs on it, which is I believe the third devs to be on this game. So first it was Phosphor Games, I believe, and then it was Pure FPS, which they're the ones who I believe added all that pay to win stuff, which kind of killed the game. And then it was Phosphor Games again who brought it back as Nether Resurrected, and now it's being brought back again as Nether: The Untold Chapter. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, Nether had a lot of hype around it. It was a really cool game. It looks really cool. Like the atmosphere was a lot different. It just seemed at the time it was a lot different than a lot of the other survival games, and it still is a lot different than a lot of the other survival games, because a lot of them kind of bore me. The Nether, not so much. Nether is it's a lot more interesting. So yeah, the new devs are called Fredicus. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Not really sure you say that word. It looks like Fredicus. I don't know. Sorry. Don't speak whatever language that name is from. So this is really good news, as I'm pretty sure we all thought, oh, Nether's dead. It's just gonna sit there in the bowels of Steam, just wasting away, forgotten. But now it's being brought back, and yeah, even the in this thread, one of the devs put a post. So here's what the one of the devs said: "Hi, we don't really see how we can fit skins into this game in a convenient way like we've done with the Infestation series. Our plan initially is to sell the game for a cheaper one-time fee where all content will be unlocked. Main focus has been giving the game a proper anti-cheat, updating the looks of the game, optimizing it, and fixing bugs. Some minor features can also be expected to come, but the gameplay is going to be fairly similar to the old game. Feel free to ask questions or development requests you may have at our forums." Sorry, I'm kind of reading this from a little far away. Then there's a link to their forums. "Thank you for your interest in this game. We hope to bring the best experience possible to you guys. Best, Elias, COO, Fredicus. So yeah, updated graphics, that's good. I mean, I never thought Nether looked terrible for 2013. I think for 2013, Nether looked pretty good. I mean, that's what the end of the 360 and PS3 and the Wii, and kind of in the start of the Xbox One, PS4, and technically the Wii U at that time, I believe. Next is optimization. That's good. Nether never really had good optimization. On my old graphics card, it barely played at all. And on this graphics card, you can get pretty high FPS, but like some areas it just tanks down. And bug fixes are never a bad thing. So on their forums, they've actually been doing a lot of other work. Like they've added a new weapon to the game, or are going to be adding a new weapon to the game. They've been smoothing out animations, just fixing a lot of things. Links in the description if you want to see, I guess. So yeah, new devs, if you happen to see this video, I want to thank you for working on this. It's one of the first games I ever bought on Steam, actually, after I got my gaming computer. And it kind of died, pretty fast. And yeah, it's just good to see it come back in some way. I'm not sure how much you're going to be adding to the game, like you said. I'm not sure if you're going to be adding like tons of new stuff, or you're just going to be getting it to a mostly another 2019 playable state, or whenever you fully want to release it. Um, yeah, it's also kind of interesting that Atari owns it, because I didn't expect them to really get into publishing big games anymore. Like, I knew that Atari had like a mobile games, they would do that, and then there was Tempest 4000. That's kind of just like a remake of a retro game, or a new retro game. And then there was that Blood remake that they said they were gonna do, or have Night Dive Studios do. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that this game's coming out. It's something interesting. However, I'm not sure if this is still going to be in the game. But another first came out, or maybe some updates after it first came out. There was an ability to play as one of the monsters. Now, ever since kind of these open world games came out, I really wanted to play as the monsters instead of the humans, because I don't know. I think because every other game you played as humans and you fight the monsters. Very few times you get to be the monster. Now, the only other open world survival game that I know of that lets you play as the monsters is a game called The Isle. That game lets you play as dinosaurs and dinosaur monsters. It's a weird game. I never played it. I just kind of watched it on YouTube. So yeah, if the playable monsters in this game is still going to be a thing, if it's being brought back or being worked on still, I think it should be expanded, because I remember you could only play as like the lowest level of monster. You couldn't play as anything higher than like the basically the lowest level of NPC in the game. You could play as, I think they're called crawlers. Forget. I just remember there was a whole bunch of types. I remember the flying ones that really reminded me of Metro. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool ones. I'm not sure if you're going to be adding new monsters to the game. That'd be kind of interesting. Not really sure what you could add. There's kind of all the types covered. So I know you said you can't see a way to add skins to fit into this game, but I'm not sure if this idea is possible. But why not have mutation skins for people's human characters, like different color eyes, different color skins? Skin that's like maybe green, or maybe he's like red, or like horns, and something that make things look different that really don't serve any purpose. Obviously, you don't need any more pay to win. That was added and then removed. But yeah, I think that'd be an interesting way to get skins. Like, make your character actually look like he's infected with something. That'd be kind of interesting. Not sure if that's possible. Like I said, I'm not a game developer. I've only tested a game once. Yep, that's all. I'm just kind of very interested that this game's coming back. Will probably be up on the channel a lot. I just can't believe it. It's coming back.